Hey everybody, welcome back. It's that time of the week where we sit down and we watch the latest episode of Fear the Walking Dead, then I cut together the best of my reactions, come on back afterwards and give a little bit of a review and a mini geek out. So we're on to episode 4 of season 4. I'm still getting over my cold. I'm on the healing side of it now, so if I sound a little weird or start coughing, I'm sorry, but I'll do what I can. And last week's episode was fantastic with that surprise death of Nick. I wanted to call him Frank, but of Nick, and I love the way they did it, and the flowers, and the look at the flowers, and all of that. Plus, you know, kind of just the blending of those two groups, our old Fear group, the new Fear group, a little bit more understanding of the vultures. And I think a little more understanding of Madison and what her outlook is. And I'm really excited to see where we go from here. I, of course, learned afterwards that Frank, the actor who plays Nick, wanted off the show. A lot of people were trying to blame it on Gimple, and, you know, because he's just a scapegoat, I guess. But, no, the actor wanted off. And he's still going to be on the show, I'm almost positive. He has to still be on there in the flashbacks, or else the flashbacks are really going to start not making sense. So, but at least they probably lessened his workload through at least half this season, or the whole season. I don't know if he'll go away at the mid-break or what, but it's going to be a little more interesting. And I think it'll be more interesting to see what happens with his character now, with kind of knowing what his ultimate fate is. And it was a pretty extreme fate as well, so I really, really liked it. And that death scene was haunting, so I'm excited to see where we go, though, you know, on this next episode, and then we got a bunch more after that. So, I don't really know what's going on with the show tonight. I think we're supposed to learn more about the survivors in the Diamond. I think they're finally going to talk to Alycia and give her their story. So, maybe we'll get a little bit more insight, and we'll see them reeling from the death of Nick, and we'll see how all that goes. But I'm definitely digging it, and I'm looking forward to seeing what we get tonight. So, let's get to it, shall we? Let's watch.
Let's get this over with.
We can wait. Until he's buried, at least.
You took us there. We talked. That was the deal. Ask what you want to ask.
There was one day when we could have stopped all of this from happening. Let's start there.
Oh, cool. They're doing the video version of the opening. Like it's shot on our camera. Not that a digital camera would have that kind of artifact, but still.
Have you ever eaten cattle feed? Let me tell you, it's an acquired taste. You okay? All right. I told you something. Now you tell me something.
About what?
About you.
I didn't go to A&M.
Hands up! I see him.
Ooh.
Thanks. Pricks.
You really taking that? Nick?
And one day, he survived a close call with a suspect. Stole a garbage truck. Squashed his patrol car flat as a pancake. You know he only went 1 week without that riot. I'm telling you, I'm gonna find her. I am. And I want you with me when I do. I want you to meet her. I want her to meet you.
I just want to see him buried, John.
No, that's worse than band-aids in the water.
Oh.
Then what happened?
I I just wanted to do the right thing.
Cool shot. Creepy.
There's still some ammo. We should grab the extra.
Oh! 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 Ah!
When did you sharpen it? Here. Take a look. Maybe those people missed this whole area. This might not be the only place around here that people haven't picked over.
I thought I saw some buildings off the road back there.
I've been loading this with provisions since the crops failed. There's nothing here to last maybe a month.
Why are you showing me this?
There's enough room in here for two.
I'm sorry, Victor, I can't do that.
I didn't think so.
I'll drive myself back. You got everything you need right here.
Second time you ran out of me since we met.
Whatever page it was, it's the reason you're sitting here, isn't it?
I never should have opened that book.
Ain't got any relish in there?
Did I ever tell you the story about where Ennis and I were before I packed up the bus? I used to live just like you fine folks. Well, not in a baseball stadium, nothing quite that unusual, but it was a settlement.
You had the story wrong, by the way, about me and Ennis leaving. I convinced everyone to stay. I told them we could save the place. And they listened. Then the fire got close, and my brother and I were the only ones who made it out alive. I could hear them dying.
gotta start thinking about where you're gonna go next. I'll talk to her.
Why'd you bring back the supplies for everyone? Why not just try to get Cole to keep it a secret?
I got a little reminder of what I stood to lose.
Okay, I'll go tell the others. Good work.
Thanks for today.
Hey, planning was your idea. I'm just glad we're gonna do it here.
What else did you find?
Even if we make it work here, things are gonna get worse before they get better. I want to help set up an infirmary.
Knock it out.
We should have talked my mom into leaving.
I should have followed my gut. I should have kept that car secret.
We should have flipped to another page. We should have found someplace else to go. But we wanted to believe. That's why my brother is dead. That's why Nick is dead.
That's why my friend is dead.
We could have stopped it all.
Oh, this isn't about Nick, is it?
You're going after the rest of them. Even after what happened to him?
The answers only matter if they're the truth.
They are.
Maybe. But you served them to me between two slices of bullshit, so how am I supposed to tell the difference?
Sniff before you bite.
There's a lot of our story you don't know.
Give me one reason I can believe anything you tell me from here on out.
We don't have to tell you anything. You want the truth? You want to know how this ends? Come see it for yourself.
You're not just gonna leave him on the side of the road.
We'll bury him here.
Here. You like growing things, right?
Could I? Please. It belonged to her.
To who?
Laura.
We should set this stuff up in the locker room.
Just give me a second.
Her name was Naomi? She never told me her real name. Where is she? Where'd she go? Where is she?
Naomi didn't make it out. The stadium. Things were wrong.
What happened? She was out there. She gotta be.
There's the rub. Your story did end with someone getting hurt. Looks like you need something.
Shut up.
did this. Come with us.
Sorry, Jenna. You were right. We're always on our own.
Okay, so there you go. That was another awesome episode. Really cool reveal with John Dorian and Naomi. I honestly didn't really see that coming. I like this idea, too, that them all trying to be good led to what is ultimately their demise, so that's kind of interesting. I do really like the way they unfolded the story. Although I'm a little surprised unless Strand had a crush on that new guy, why he chose him to reveal to. That wasn't really well set up, but other than that, it was a pretty awesome episode. The water park stuff was great. Zombies in the water park, that was like a great kind of new thing we hadn't really seen them do with the zombies yet, so I really dig that. I like the reveal that they went for the weapons because they figured out where the vultures are, and I'm really anxious to find out what happened at the diamond that they're so bloodthirsty for. And this leads me to believe a little bit more that Madison might have died. I don't know, or she's being held captive. I'm not really sure. But, you know, all kind of really cool stuff. I like the backstory on the vultures about convincing everybody to stay there, but the main guy and his brother were the only ones, Ennis. The main guy and Ennis were the only ones to escape and had to hear them all crying and dying. So that's pretty cool. It's funny, they're talking about hot dog relish because like literally just a few days ago, I finally decided that I like hot dog relish. I'd never really given it a try. I even had some tonight, so I had hot dogs for dinner. But yeah, I know that was just kind of random. God, there's some good stuff in here. I really like the water park stuff. I love they found the medical supplies. I was really heartbroken that Strand still had a backup plan, even though he wasn't trying to be that guy again, but, you know, I guess he's got to be the backup plan. The sad librarian that took their own life, that's pretty sad, but I hate that Luciana's like, oh, it would end up like them. It's like, that's a choice. You won't. If you choose not to, you won't. You know, but in that regard, I'm not trying to get into the real world implications of taking your own life or anything. I'm just talking just in this Fear the Walking Dead world. But yeah, all that stuff was really cool. I like that they're going to these unusual places to try and find food. I like that Nick really wants to try and do something for the little girl Charlie. Well, we know how that's going to turn out. But yeah, I figured he'd be back. I knew he'd be back for all that kind of stuff. I liked the cactus stuff. I thought that was pretty interesting that they had all the cactus needles or whatever they're called sticking out of the zombies. That was pretty darn cool as well. It was kind of a quick episode, though. This one really ran through. I do like that I heard on Talking Dead that each one of those opening credit kind of sequences are a little bit different in telling their own story. And I like that we had Althea's video camera version tonight, despite the fact modern digital cameras don't make the kind of glitches they're showing necessarily. But, you know, for creative license, as somebody who works with cameras a lot, I see some things happening with that camera. I'm like, that's not how that would work. Or please frame your shot better. You're watching your framing. But I'm just nitpicking. But I do love this idea and this framing device, too, that everybody's kind of retelling their story. I love that line, too, about that she got served the truth between two slices of bullshit, and Strand's like, well, you know, sniff before you bite next time. I thought that was a really great line. So there were some really good lines in here, and, you know, I'm liking the lead vulture dude and Madison, the kind of the relationship they're building. I'm finding that really interesting and kind of anxious to see where they go with all of that. But, yeah, overall, really awesome episode. Next week's looks like it's going to be really good for what it is, but I don't like that they're doing that thing that is what they don't seem to understand people don't like about these shows. Most people. I'm sure some people are fine with it. I'm more fine with it than most people, but where it's like, oh, now we're going to have these bottle episodes where we focus just on these characters. It's like, no, we want character, we want a little bit of all the characters in every episode is pretty much what we want, but can't always get what you want, but if you try sometimes, you get what you need. All right, in that regard, before I start quoting song lyrics poorly, why don't you guys drop some comments and let me know. Tell me what you thought of this episode. What was your favorite part? What's your least favorite part? What do you think's going on? What do you think's going to happen next? What are you most excited for? All that kind of stuff. Geek out with me in the comments. I do love to hear what you guys have to say. Sounds like I'm losing my voice, too. Click that thumbs up button. Give me that good old thumb of encouragement, as I do love to be encouraged. And I guess I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to go watch some more stuff and hopefully get better. And I'll see you all later.